There was peace in the valley till Glorax in a flood, drowning half the livestock and leaving us in mud. So we packed it in and left in search of higher ground, for none could bear to stay where so many of us drowned. We'd made the bold decision to move into the hills, and there we built a better world with all our craft and skill. But once again evil Glorak took our fates into his grip and blew our village into dust with a tornado from his lips. Before we built it all again, we took a different tact and sought the help of Stanley to end the terror of Glorak. Stanley, oh great Stanley, please come and set things right. If you accomplish what we plan, we will celebrate tonight. Stanley was a mercenary famous in these parts for stealing ancient treasures and innocent young hearts. He'd take any job for payment, but the greatest of his fames were drinking whiskey by the cask, kicking ass and taking dames. Our messenger rode out to summon Stanley to our cause, and soon he returned without water, food, or pause. Stanley is coming, he said as he collapsed, and suddenly the man appeared. Almost no time had elapsed. He sat astride a death back which no other man could break. We offered food and flesh and let him pleasure and partake. He took our offers gratefully, and when he'd had his fill, he grabbed his sword and grinned and said,
"I think it's time to kill."
All hail great Stanley! Great Stanley has arrived. He's fierce and strong and manly. He never leaves a foe alive. Glorak lived just to the north in a maze-like web of caves. We dared to send our men before and lost the bravest of the brave. But this time would be different. Stanley would do the deed. He rode his death back to Glorak's arch, rushing in at lightning speed. He found the wizard waiting casually, slumped upon his throne. Glorak ate the last bits of a stomper leg and tossed aside the bone. He wiped his greasy gob with a jewel-laden hand and said, "So you're the man they've bought to drive me from my land?" Stanley laughed.
"No, not at all. You're welcome to remain. But since you choose to hurt these folks time and time again, I've come to bring a reckoning. The choice is up to you. You can leave and not return, or I can split you right in two."
Glorak took his gnarled hand and cast an ancient curse. Stanley raised his mirrored shield, the wizard's spell dispersed. Then just as he had promised, he cleaved Glorak right in half. The foul man dissolved and croaked his final evil laugh. The news spread like a wildfire, the villagers all cheered. We hailed our newfound hero who had killed the one we feared. We set a celebration at the tavern for the night, with vast plans to rebuild our world and our future looking bright. Great Stanley has agreed to stay as long as we fill his cup. So to the tavern one and all, our future's looking up. Stanley, oh great Stanley, praise the gods you heard our plea. You dealt with Glorak handily, now we can live here